Hey guys, we're at the cabin again. Me and the dogs, that is. We're here, it's Thursday right now. We're here till at least next Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. This trip is going to be a little bit different than other trips in that I actually have to do some work this weekend. My neighbors are coming up to help work on the bridge a little bit. And so we're going to be doing that. They're coming up Sunday, and we're going to be working on the bridge on Monday. So I got a little bit of time before then. I actually have to go tomorrow and pick up a bunch of cedar offcuts. We're going to use those to help repair the bridge. Hopefully we'll get in some hiking as well, me and the dogs. And we're going to have lots of food. I brought another big box of booze. What am I going to do with that? I'll tell you what, if you have a beer every time I have a beer, yeah. I don't know what that means. Anyway, it's really nice here. It's pretty mild, 5 or 6 degrees Celsius out, around 41, 42 Fahrenheit. And so we're going to back this up a little bit and take it from the start. We're not at my property yet. This is somebody else's property. But really a gorgeous spot here. The duck hunters like to come here because it's so open and so much water here. And they sit right here. And this is their little campfire that they get going. And in previous years, I've seen a canoe here. Don't know where it is now. They probably took it out with them. But really nice spot. Hey! Oh, I'm so nervous. Willow around the ice, man. Let's go! I know that's a bad spot too. I was lost in thought. Oh, almost lost my beer. Huh. I don't know. We ended up being a candidate for the Darwin Awards here. Well, back again. Look at frying pan in the distance. There's hardly any snow left. You can see all my vinyl siding sitting out there. There's my soffits. More soffits. Looking good. Of course, now it's revealed this great big mess. Yeah. Well, we did pretty good on the way in. Actually, conditions were just perfect. Chris, my neighbor at the road there, said, emailed me a couple of days ago and he said that conditions were really bad. It was really wet. Just walk around in his property, he was sinking in 2 inches. But I guess it's dried up a lot in the last 2 or 3 days. And yeah, it was nice. Only lost the load that one time, and it was my own stupid fault. That's a bad spot, and I've lost loads there before, and I know that if I take it nice and slow, that you know, I won't lose my load. Luckily though, it you know, the center of gravity on the load wasn't that high, so it wasn't too hard to tip back up. And yeah, everything looks good here. There's still ice on the pond, which is not a great sign. And there's still ice down over there, which I'm hoping is a deep spot. So, at least I don't have to worry about the dogs here. At some point when the ice gets really thin, I will have to start worrying about them. Keep an eye on them, make sure that they don't go where they're not supposed to. Come on, girls. It's beautiful here. Even though the sun isn't out, it's just so nice. Oh, who's a good doggies? Who's a good girl? What are you eating, you dummy? So my neighbors who are building a cabin just over, that's not very far from here. They're coming up in a couple of days, and we're going to work on the bridge together. And I'm just going to pop over to the property because they've started their cabin there, and I'm going to take a couple of pictures and send it over to them so that they can, just before they come, just in case. I don't know. I don't expect anything to be weird or whatever, but I like to just check in on it every once in a while, make sure that everything's still okay over there, and just let them know because they don't get up nearly as often as I do. Anyway, won't take long. Come here. Come here. Here, look at it. You are all muddy, aren't you? Ugh, you're soaking wet. Nice. Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Actually, it's like 6 o'clock. I haven't changed that clock ahead yet. I'll do that. It's actually pretty nice that the days are getting longer now. You know, it's 6 o'clock and it's still daylight out, and well, I guess part of that through the time change, right? But yeah, I'm really looking forward to longer days. It's about 6 Celsius, about 42 Fahrenheit. Feels warmer than that, but anyway, I'll get a fire started soon. I've got a little bit of firewood there, but I'll bring some more in. I'll need more than that tonight. I actually found a few pieces along the trail that I guess I dropped last time I was bringing in firewood. Got a nice big piece. A couple of smaller ones. Sure. That's not bad. Like, that'll last me a couple of days, I'm sure. At least, which is nice. Are you tired, girl? Yeah, are you tired? Tired too? You should probably lie down. Like Junebug. I have enough cookies. Well, guys, what do you say to a lemon lager? Lemon lager. Forgot to take my cup home. Really missed it. I need to buy another one. One for here and one for home. Lime cordial. Haha, you thought I forgot, didn't you? Yeah, you thought I forgot. Not too bad. Whoa. That's like Huge head on that thing. That's interesting. Like, there's a big chunk of ice in there, but there's also a lot of water. That's really cold. Ice water, I guess, is what it is. It's not all that cold, unfortunately. I had it sitting in inside at home. It hasn't gotten cold, but the cup is nice and cold. Yay for the ice cup. I mean, it's not frozen because it's not cold enough to freeze, but and my ice cubes outside, those bowls, they are not frozen either. Not cold enough. Can I really call it an ice cube if it's a ball? I guess it's an ice ball. Ice ball. Oh, that's one. You keeping up? Eating time. Okay. They gotta be hungry. We went for a 5-kilometer walk this morning, and then they did all that running around while I was packing up the ATV. And then they ran all the way in here, and then they ran all the way over to the to my neighbors there, and all the way back. And they gotta be tired, hungry and tired. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here, girl. I'm still here. Are they still here? I don't have to worry. So guys, check this out. This is my new water container that I got. Bought it off Amazon. If I remember, I'll put the link in the description below. I was having no end of trouble with these blue containers. In fact, the only reason I was using them was because I just happened to have a bunch at home in the basement, and they seemed pretty convenient to carry water in. But what was happening is they were breaking, well, cracking really. They were cracking quite easily, anywhere along the bottom, and just from the ATV ride in and out is when they were cracking. So I don't know how many went through, 3 or 4 broke on me, and it's pretty discouraging, you know. And I don't realize it until I fill it up with water the next time. And then, it leaks all over my floor at home. But anyway, I needed something different. So, I really didn't know any better. I went online just looking for heavy-duty water containers, and this came up with lots of positive reviews. This thing is quite solid. It's listed as a heavy-duty water container. And there's a bunch of things that I like about it. One is they fit nicely together. See this side? Kind of the opposite of this, the impression, the indent. So they stack together nicely. You can put them together. So I bought 3 of them. I bought another one. It's on the way. So they'll stack nicely together in the trailer. I also like the form factor. It's nice and skinny. What can I say? I like the fact that the handle's on the top, so I can easily just pick it up and carry it. This thing, not so easy to look around. Like if you're carrying 2 of them, look around, and then you're trying to, it's heavy, it's full, and you're trying to make it sitting down. A pain in the butt. Now, the other thing I like about it, like this is 18 liters. I think it said on here somewhere 18.9. So 5 US gallons, right? Yeah, this one is actually, it says 5.5 on it. I actually weighed it at home. I filled it right to the brim, and I weighed it at home. It came out to 5.8 gallons. So a little bit more in there. So it also makes it a little bit heavier, but I don't mind. It's pretty, it's manageable in my case. I like the fact that it's got a little air inlet here. So when you're pouring out, you open this up and you won't have any problem with bubbles. You know, I like that. I saw a few people in the reviews saying they don't like this spout. And the reason is what they wanted is they wanted a spigot like this, right? So they could just, you know, use it for pouring. But I don't need that because I've already got containers here with spigots. I just need this to transfer water. What it does have is like a little gas, like the little gas can type. And so, you know, just like that. And I actually like that better because now I can use this to pour into my dispenser container. Where I used to use the red funnel over there, now I can just, you know, put it straight in and it'll chug away, and Bob's your uncle. So I'm pretty happy with the whole thing so far. And it's, I guess finally, it's much easier to strap this down either on the ATV or in the trailer, other than this round thing. I mean, I was making that work, but it was still a pain in the butt. So anyway, pretty happy with my purchase so far. It's worked great, and as I said, I've bought 3 of them, and I've got another one coming. And yeah, pretty happy. Time will tell, of course, about the heavy dutiness of it, but it feels pretty freaking solid. Alright, that's that. Alright, brilliant. Talking about the air inlet, forget to open it. Alright. I take it all back. The fucking thing doesn't work. Christ. So I kept this one, and I returned the other 3 because there's a $10 deposit on those things, so I got $30. But I kept this one because my plan is to make a sand filter for filtering water, and I think this will work really well. I'm going to cut the top off, or sorry, the bottom, I guess, and plug it up with some, I don't know, yeah, cotton balls maybe, and then maybe some garden cloth on the bottom. Fill it up full of sand. And then I gotta rig something up so it stays in place, and then I'll put a pot underneath, and then you just pour in the dirty water on top, and out should come clean water. That's the idea anyway. So that's what I'm gonna do with that. One of my subscribers said his comment was he enjoyed my wood stove antics. And I thought, yeah, that's about it. That's antics is about right. That's one tired pup. She was pretty tired. Her eyes were drooping, but every time I moved, like the slightest bit, boing, oh, there they go. Oh yeah, that's a tired dog. It's a good start. Should catch. Some nice dry wood in there. We'll get that thing just blazing tonight and warm this place right up. And then I'll probably just leave it overnight. I don't know how cold it's gonna get. I haven't had dinner yet, and I'm not that hungry. I had a sub on the way out, steak and cheese, my favorite. I haven't been doing that lately, but I thought, you know what the hell? And it was pretty brave of me because, you know, 2 dogs in the car that I'm sure also would like steak and cheese with a little barbecue sauce. But anyway, I'm not that hungry, so I don't think I'm gonna do like a big meal tonight. I'm sorry, guys. If you look forward to that, what I'll probably do is wait for a little bit and just have a snack. Maybe a sandwich, I don't know. Something simple. I probably won't film it. I might though. Fires started nicely this time. That's some nice dry wood that I got there, so I'm pretty happy about that. And I have enough for at least tomorrow as well, which is good because I got to bring in cedar offcuts tomorrow on the ATV, so I'll be busy doing that. And then maybe Saturday, the day after tomorrow, I might have to go out and try and find some more firewood. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So I bought this 3-pack. Hockley Play the Field. We have Hockley Amber. Hockley Valley Brewing Company. So Hockley Amber, Hockley Classic Lager, and Hockley Dark. So I'm gonna try the dark. I remember it again. Yeah, I'm doing so well. Hey, let's see. That's not bad for a dark beer. What would I compare it to? I have no idea. I'm terrible at this. Terrible at reviewing beers. But that's like a good, rich, dark. That's my wife calling. Hi. Yeah, you caught me right in the middle of a beer review. I'm drinking Hockley Dark, and it's not bad. What's really going to be funny though is that everybody heard my ringtone for you. So that was pretty good. That Hockley Dark. I can totally see myself drinking that. Not bad at all. So now I'm on to Hockley Amber. I'm going to leave the Hockley Classic Lager. If it's anything like normal lager, then I might just have it like a Lyman lager. Alright, that smells disconcertingly like pee. I don't think it tastes like pee, but I wouldn't know what pee tastes like. The taste isn't bad. It's not bad for an amber. I can drink that. By the way, guys, I'm up to number 3. Hope you're keeping up. The night is young. It's only 8 o'clock. Well, I was talking to my wife, so it's going to go down a little further than I had intended. But we got a good bed of coals going in there. And temperature up top is reading not quite 150, but I want to get it up around 200. I want it to warm up in here. It's about 12 Celsius. Hold on a second. Yeah, it's up. It's actually up around 14 Celsius, around 58 Fahrenheit. Not bad. Not bad, but we can do better. The logs I just put in too close together. Like you can tell because there's no flames shooting up between them, which should happen. Let me make some adjustments. So that's what you want to see, the flames coming up between them. Little pockets of, little airways help a lot. So that's good. It's funny how quickly the temperature drops. If that works, yeah. It went from like just a little under 150 down to, what is it, 140 or so. Just because I put that wood in there. And but it won't take long. That'll shoot right back up when this gets flame on. The pups is still out. I don't know if you can see this pup, but she's out too. Which is rare for Willow. Like, I move around at all at home and she's wide awake and, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's alright. So what do you like doing at the cabin, Russell? Well, let me see. Drinking a beer. Patting a warm doggy. Warm, tired doggy. My motto is, a tired dog is a happy dog. Yeah, where was I? So, drinking a beer, patting a warm doggy, and enjoying a nice hot fire. Yeah, only one thing could make this better. Two things. One, if I had some pizza right now. I love pizza. And in fact, I brought some pizza stuff. I'm going to make pizza one of these nights, which will be really cool. But anyway, the thing that would make, the real thing that would make this better is if my wife was here. And wonderfully, she's going to be here in a couple of weeks. Easter weekend, she's coming up with me. And we're going to be here for 4 days. I believe it's 4 days together, because she's taking a day as well off of work. I think we're coming up the Thursday. Maybe? Thursday or Friday? I forget. And then staying until Monday. That's not 4 days, is it? Anyway, yeah, that'd be awesome. And I wish she was here right now. My wife is working on her master's. And she's just finishing one course now, and then she's got one left. Which isn't really a course, it's just this honking long essay that she has to do. But she's really good at writing essays. I mean, in her last course, she had 2 perfect essays. She got perfect marks. Who gets perfect on an essay? Like, I didn't even think that was possible, but she's a keener and she works really hard. But after her course is done, after she's done her master's, she wants to come here every weekend, which is really cool. And I can't wait. That'll be good times, me and the dogs and my wife, and we'll be very happy. Do you hear that creaking? That means it's heating up, baby. It's looking really good right now. Really good. So good. Mmm. What we're looking at here is a little spruce tree, a Christmas tree, and my wife's idea was to put Christmas lights on it with a little solar panel, which is awesome. And beyond that is another solar light on a little point there. In fact, it's a little rock that's out into the pond a little bit. Beyond that is another one. I really don't know if you can see this at all. Down here closer is another one. And then out on what we call a Nickshook Point is another one. Again, I don't know if you can see it. And there's another one just over there on the other side of that tree, across the pond. And then there's the little one I put out on the beaver lodge. I don't know if that can be seen at all, but it's kind of cool. That's the one that flickers different colors, and it's pretty neat. So it's kind of nice. One of the things I want to do here along this beam is I've actually got some Christmas lights, like a string of Christmas lights that's 30 feet long, which is perfect for this. I want to string it up along this beam, and maybe I'll do that or tomorrow or the next day, and we'll see how it looks. Well, look who's awake. Yeah, you were just drinking some water, weren't you? And so, that looks like an awkward way to lie on that chair there, Willow. Yeah, whatever. I'm surprised you're awake though. That's cooking now. That's pretty hot. And the temperature over top is approaching 200. So that's what I wanted. And it's pretty much too warm to sit here. I'm gonna have to move back. I have to move back onto the couch with Junebug. Are you comfortable like that, Junebug? No. That look is like, why did you wake me up to ask me that? And hey, there's a good girl. Who's a good doggies, huh? You are? Yeah, you are. There we are at 10 to 9. And the fire is going awesome. Almost ready for some more wood. We're at about 175 on the little temperature gauge. And it is just a hair under 20 Celsius. So just a hair under 70 Fahrenheit. So it's nice and warm in here. The dogs are just awesome. Tired. Sleepy tired. Here's another one. It's funny because she curled up in a little ball, but I guess now that it's warmer in here... Oh, come on, focus. That's not focus. Jeez. So now that it's warmer in here, it's, she's sprawled. Might be too warm for her, in fact. I was sitting in front of the fire here, and despite the fact that I said I'm going to move, I didn't. And now I feel all, hold on. Oh, looking at my face. What happened? Anyway, I can't tell if that's in focus now. Anyway, yeah. Now I feel all, like, tired, and, like, my eyes are all gummy, and I feel like I've got sat out in the sun too long. But whatever, it's only 10 to 9. I'm gonna have another beer. So that amber wasn't bad. I can drink amber. I like the dark better though. I really do. And I was gonna drink the lager next in that series, the Hockley Lager, but I'm not feeling a lager right now. So instead, I've got Market Pils, American Pilsner. I swear, it's all of these beers are Ontario craft, but it says American Pilsner. Market Pils. It's almost like drugs. Would you like some drugs? Kensington Brewing Company. I'm looking for something that says Canada on it, or on. Oh, here we are, Toronto, Ontario. Kensington Brewing Company, Toronto, Ontario. Okay, so it is 4.7%. I forgot to look at the. I had to go look. This one was. The amber was 5.3%. I had to go look at the other can that I'd already crushed, which was 5.0. Kind of important to take note of these things. So, yeah, Market Pils. Oh, dirty. I'm gonna put my mouth on you, man. This is number 4. Are you keeping up there at home? Ah! They've grown soft. It's an IPA. I mean, it doesn't say IPA on it, but it tastes just like an IPA. And to be honest, nothing special about it. Oh. I tried to burn burnables. Paper and paper towels and cardboard and stuff. And I guess I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, but I burn what I can burn. And everything else gets carted out of here. Cans, I keep separate. Stuff that's got to go to the Cans that can be recycled go back to the beer store, and the plastic bottles go in the recycling, and garbage goes to the landfill, I guess. But it's kind of nice to be able to burn some stuff anyway. Compost stuff. You know what I need to do is I need to set up like a compost barrel. I need to get like one of those steel barrels, kind of like the one I have out here, my burn barrel, and cut the bottom out of it and just sit it, and then dump stuff into it, because I used to just throw stuff on the ground in a certain spot. But with the dogs here, they get into it, and and I can't watch them all the time. So just something to kind of keep them away from it. Anyway, while I wax on. Boo! Hey, sorry. I think that if I were to be a potato, and I could choose what kind of potato, I think I'd choose to be a sweet potato, because they're sweeter. They have a taste that's sweeter, and a sweet potato isn't really a potato. It's they call them. That's just what they call them. It's it's something else. So I guess what I'm saying is, if I had to choose what kind of potato I'd be, I'd choose to be not a potato. I'd choose to be something else, and that's what kind of potato I would choose to be. Not a potato. Does that scan? Does that work? I don't know. I mean, if I had to choose what kind of potato to be. Can I do that? I mean, if somebody said, okay, you're going to be a potato, and now you have to choose. Can you choose sweet potato if it's not? This is kind of a dumb question, isn't it? It's dumb. So this is cute. So Willow had jumped off the chaise and onto the floor here to lie down, because she knows that, in general, lying on the floor is cooler than lying on furniture. And of course she's lying right in front of the wood stove, though. She hasn't quite figured out that she needs to go somewhere else and lie down on the floor. So it's 9:17 right now. I'm just wondering how long it'll take her to figure that out. Focus. Yeah, she's still out. Enjoying the cabin. Listening to some tunes by Dominic Bennett. Love this guy. Yeah. Let's see what this is. Oh, freaking mosquito. Like, come on. Oh, how'd I get the... How about I do that? If there's time. First draft. I gotta love any song that has first draft in the title. Yeah! Shit, what is this? Number 5? I'm guessing? Yeah, the only flaw in my plan is to try and keep track. Optical Illusion. Almost Pale Ale. Flying Monkeys. Craft Brewery. Normal is Weird. Release the Flying Monkeys. It sounds a lot like Release the Hounds that I had in that other one a couple weeks ago. Normal is Weird. Under the creamy head of mustache making foam and glinting in the colorful winks of copper twilight, the sturdy body of these sweet bready malts shimmer with hints of an award-winning British India Pale Ale. Then we dry hopped the heck out of it with citrusy Amarillo and Cascade hops to call it our own. Immerse yourself in the dizzying experience of optical illusion. If this is anything more than an IPA, I'll be really surprised. I mean, come on. 5%. I text people when I'm drinking. That's not bad. That's definitely an IPA, but it's kind of light, almost like a little bit of fruitiness in there. Yeah, that's not bad. Of the IPAs I've had, which are plenty, this is one of the better ones, definitely. Optical Illusion. It doesn't have that, like IPAs sometimes have a bit of harshness to them, a bit of a bite. And this one is a lighter one. Yeah. Bad. I'll drink that. The fire isn't like blazing really hot. There's some good coals going on in there. I dropped the stick in about 15 minutes ago. That's around 20 degrees Celsius, around 70 Fahrenheit. And it's plenty warm in here. By the way, it's 9:45, so not very late. And just a nice temperature in here, and we're settling down and chilling and having some beers. And oh, look at that cute little dog. It's funny, when she's like that, I can sit there and just have my way with her. That sounds bad, doesn't it? But no, I just kind of rub her ears and scratch her, and I'm sure subconsciously she's really, really enjoying it. But she's out. Out like a light. Yes. Yes, sir. As JC would say, the boss of the swamp. Yes, sir. It's a damn shame. I mean, I've got some Neil Diamond playing. Greatest hits. Good stuff. But I had to turn it off because if I leave it on, YouTube will say, "Oh, you're copyright infringement." Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, it's good stuff. So here's Balls Falls Session IPA. The beer's called Bench. I guess. Bench Brewing Company. Crafted in the escarpment. 4.5% alcohol. Located along the benchlands of the Niagara Escarpment, we at Bench Brewing are passionate about the beer we make and the place we make it. Our session IPA is named after a waterfall of Balls Falls, located in the heart of the beautiful Twenty Valley. Yeah. Okay. So the beer is called Balls Falls, and it's by the Bench Brewing Company. That's like the least interesting can I've seen yet. The last one was really exciting. I was talking to my friend Brian a few minutes ago on the phone, and he's like, some of the artwork on these cans is just brilliant, and he's right, they are. This one, not so much. It's an IPA, so it is what it is. Definitely an IPA. A bit drier than the other ones. Not bad. It's a bit different, but not bad. I can drink that. I'm just adding a stick once in a while. Like so. A lot of heat coming up, right? A lot of heat. My beloved Neil Diamond. Alright, so that's not 51. I haven't had 51 beers tonight, but I believe this is 6. And taking a break from the craft beers, having a lime and lager. Yeah, it wouldn't be a lime and lager if I freaking remembered that the beer is shaken up. Does that sound like I just peed? The fire is just... I just dropped like 3 sticks on the fire like 5 minutes ago. And one second, I'll take you over there. Have you tried the lime and lager yet? If you've not tried it, what are you waiting for? It's like awesomeness. Awesomeness stuffed into awesomeness. Yeah. Yeah, man. So my buddy Ray, who is also my business partner, sent me this Kijiji job posting. I'm going to read it to you. That was funny. We need an adult drunk clown who is good at getting drunk and stupid. No need to do any clown tricks. Just hang out and drink a shitload. We will be hopping around to different bars and want a clown to tag along and drink heavily. He doesn't even need to socialize with anyone, just drink. Their birthday is on in Bucktown, Ohio. Oh, then I mentioned that the clown needs to get shit-faced. Don't worry, we will purchase all the drinks. So, of course, Ray sent this to me thinking, this is perfect for me, because I like getting drunk and shit-faced. I said, I'm perfectly qualified for this job. That was my reply to him, and he replied back and saying, he thinks I'm overqualified for this job. How can you overqualify for a job where you have to get shit-faced? Can you get too shit-faced? I suppose. But I'm not much of a clown. So I'm really drunk right now, but I got the munchies. I'm gonna try and make something. Oh, I forgot. Oh, that's not good. It was hiding. Oh. That was terrible. You can just see the nut came flying. It slipped out of my hand and it didn't go near as far as I wanted. It hit the ground, but the nut somehow blasted out and went onto the ice. So, oh, nice going. Did I do that again? It's empty. She just said, "You can include that in the blooper, aren't you?" Of course I am. Baby, that's looking really. Excuse me. That's looking. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Oh, come on. What the fuck? Another beer. %. I'm allergic to bullshit. Yes! Finally managed to make that joke. Fuck, I just did this thing where I just fucking did this thing and I just, like, you know, spilled my beer because of it. I just, I just can't right now.